leave it all behind you. I said, take down everything that stands in your way. Don't stop believing it'll work out again, my friend. Stand out and be a part of everything good. Wake up, you're gonna be all that you should. Try out all the things you've always wanted to be. You'll see, 'cause I know what I know, that you've got it in you, and I see that you are a winner.
So I see a group of people sitting on a nice grassy hill on a sunny day, basking in the rays of the sun. It's like the first day of summer, and they're out there enjoying the sunshine, and it really bothers me. It really bothers me that they're enjoying the sunshine. So I approach them, and I sit down among them, and they're admiring the sky and how vivid and blue it is. And I mention that the sky is actually red, that they're being deceived by a very evil entity, and that the sky is actually red. They want to know where I get this information. So I pull out this old book, and I tell them that they can find out for themselves if they read the book. They need to read the book to discover the truth for themselves. They ask me why they should take the book seriously. So I tell them it was inspired by a large purple dragon who creates worlds whenever he breathes fire. Well, they look around and they want to know where is the dragon. So I'm like, well, the proof is in the sky, and the fact that the dragon makes the sky red. But they look up and they see a blue sky, and they don't see a dragon either. So they're asking me for proof that the sky is red, and they want proof that a dragon made it that way. So I tell them they just need to believe that the dragon is there making the sky red. And if they don't believe that he's doing this, he will punish them after they die. He'll send their spirits to his lair. He has a dark, dark, unpleasant lair. And he'll force them to pick the rotted flesh of his foes from his teeth for the rest of eternity. So the group doesn't believe me, and they're kind of pissed off. They're asking me, well, why did you come here and spoil our nice happy moment under the sunshine? Which because I have special knowledge that they don't. I know that it isn't a sun at all, but it's actually a thing created by this evil foe of the dragon to deceive people. So I also tell them, because this is something I feel that they need to know, that deep down inside, I basically call them on this. They believe the dragon exists deep down inside, but they're in denial. They would much rather just enjoy indulging in this selfish act of soaking in the warmth of this evil temptation that was created to lead them astray. I tell them that they need to believe what I believe, because my beliefs are the only way they will get to see that the sky is red and live with the happy pink unicorns after they die. They don't listen. I try very hard to convince them that their way is wrong and that they're going to be punished someday because they refuse to believe the same things I do, but they just don't listen. So then I go home and I write up an article and post it. I post it on Facebook about how persecuted I am, and people who believe the same things I do are. We're so persecuted, and I write an article about it. This is the kind of stuff, this is a silly analogy, I know, but this is the kind of stuff that atheists hear every day. And this is just exactly how ridiculous it sounds to atheists, what Christians spew. Just as stupid and ridiculous as what Christians spew. Oh, we have this book, we have this God who did this, and we have this book, and you can learn about it in this book, and if you don't believe it just because this book says so, you're going to have a really bad thing happen to you. Oh, you really do believe, but you'd rather indulge in sin, da-da-da-da-da. This is stuff we hear all the time. Ooh, you'll be sorry after you die. Ooh, you'll find yourself in a very hot place. Just you wait. We hear this all the time, and it sounds just as ridiculous as what I just read. It's a thing I posted on Facebook. And pardon the weird noises I've got. They're working on my deck to this side of where I'm sitting. They're working on my deck, so they have plastic all over the deck, so you might hear this rustling noise. And over here we have my tortoise doing tortoise noises, so that's what you're hearing. But this is what atheists have to deal with every day. Christians coming to wherever they are and presenting this alternative idea of what reality is and condemning us for not believing their alternative reality because they have nothing to show that is true except for a book. And then when we don't believe it, then they get all huffy, walk away and say, and we continue to believe what we believe because they haven't convinced us of anything else. And then they walk around and call themselves persecuted because we don't believe it, and we don't think that their beliefs should be shoved down our throats. So when we protest, they call that persecution. I've been on YouTube a long time, and there have been a few times that I have gone, I've noticed a channel and I've read something stupid and I've replied, but that's a very odd and infrequent occasion. Most of the time I read things that I find interesting, which are articles or videos by other atheists who know more about stuff than I do, science and whatever. Like Matt Dillahunty, I probably said his name wrong, is one. Seth Andrews is another. The Preaching Atheist is another. I have a group of atheists that I admire and I listen to them. But mostly that's it. And I have this weird obsession with Poppy. I like listening to her bizarre stuff, which is really bizarre. But that's about it. I don't go hunting, looking for Christian channels, and I don't go looking for Christians to mock them and try to change their minds and get them to become atheists. I don't do that. But I see Christians doing that all the time to atheists. And then Christians, oh, we're so persecuted. Oh, we can't have our way. And now we have our government run by these people who think that they need to make it so that it's wrong to criticize Christianity. I mean, just in general, I don't even want to go there with our government, if you want to call it that right now. But yeah, it just seems to me to be such hypocrisy that they accuse atheists of the exact thing that they do themselves all the time. We're sitting there minding your own business, having a nice day, enjoying nature, enjoying whatever, the sunshine, our nice normal day-to-day whatever, and they come and they accuse us of enjoying our sin. What sin? I haven't, since I became an atheist, I haven't done anything differently with my life than I did as a Christian. I haven't, I suddenly have this thing about torturing small animals. No, I don't have a desire to run out and kill babies or kill anybody or hurt anybody or take somebody's spouse away from somebody, or go drink excessively or go to orgies. I don't have any desire to do any of those things. I just continue to live my life and do what I enjoy, which is mostly working on my book and watching reruns on my television or enjoying my animals, walking my dog. Oh, but this is me indulging in sin, apparently. I'm just indulging in sin. I like to sin so much that I deny the fact that I really do secretly believe. I'm blocking that part out of my brain, whatever. Refuse to acknowledge the truth that I know. No, I don't. No, that's the thing Christians do. They presume to tell us what we think and what we believe. Like they know more than we do what we believe and what we think. And then we're the ones that are persecuting them. Anyway, so I just wanted to make a short video about this. I just think it's really funny how, just like Trump, when he went after Hillary and attacked her for being a crook. And now it's turning out that he is all the things that he accused her of being. It's kind of like that. Christians accuse atheists of the things that they themselves do so much, all the time, constantly, to atheists. And then Christians accuse atheists of being angry atheists. And they start saying, oh, we're being persecuted by the atheists, when all that's happening is the atheists are trying to defend themselves and argue back from the constant harassment that happens to them on the internet, where no matter where they are. I mean, you could go to a science channel and be watching some nice little video, and you'll go down to make a comment about the video, and the video is all about science. And what do you find there? Constant bombardment of posts by Christians about how Jesus is the way and science doesn't have any facts. It's like no matter where you go, you're being bombarded by this bullshit. And Christians accuse atheists. I saw a video where some Christian was accusing Bionic Dance of being arrogant. Christians accuse atheists of being arrogant. When Christians walk around, they'll go up to a complete stranger and say, you have to accept Jesus into your heart. You need Jesus in your life. You're going to go to a terrible place unless you believe what I believe. My beliefs are the only true beliefs. Your beliefs aren't true. You've been led astray. My beliefs are the only correct, true beliefs that will get you to heaven. No other beliefs will get you to heaven. My God is the only real God. My Jesus is the only real Savior God. The Bible was inspired by God. Oh, and I know it because it says it was. I mean, they talk like this. Most of what they say sounds like something they've read from a tract, or they've gotten it from a pillow or something. It's always the same repeated jargon that Christians spew to atheists, always. It's like, oh, you could practically make a short book of all the little pat answers that Christians give to atheists. But atheists are the arrogant ones, really. All atheists are saying is, we don't believe in your beliefs, and this is why we don't. We don't go up to Christians and say, our beliefs are the only right beliefs. We don't go up to Christians and say, if you don't believe what I believe, you're going to go to a really bad place. We don't go up to Christians and say, you really don't believe, but you're in denial. We don't presume to say what other people think and believe, but we're the arrogant ones, and the Christians aren't. Christians aren't. It gets old. I wanted to make a short video. I had this silly little analogy about the red sky and the dragon. I posted on Facebook. I kind of wanted to share that. And what I think about Christians who walk around wringing their hands and saying how persecuted they are, when every day as an atheist I experience attacks from Christians just because I can't believe what they believe. That's it. That's the only reason. I had somebody, gosh, I can't even remember this person's name, write me. She bombarded me with posts about how, oh, you need Jesus. It's like, oh, and she actually said in one of her posts that she thinks that yes, it is right for sinners to go to hell and be tortured forever. It's like, really? So if you can't believe, if you're not convinced that something is true, you deserve to be punished forever? I told her, I said, you've got to be a very evil person to think that way. Anyway, so that's all. If you've been watching, thanks. Bye.
I am absolutely convinced that the main source of hatred in the world is religion. And I think it should be religion treated with ridicule and hatred and contempt.
Let's get together, homeless.